Hello everybody and welcome to DRL TV. I'm your host James Pandolf, and tonight we have the Charlotte 150 for the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 100 laps on this 1.5 mile racetrack. We have partly cloudy skies, 77 degrees, 1% humidity, and the wind to the north direction at 2 miles per hour. Currently less than 2 minutes remaining in qualifying. Corey Sherman in the 6th truck is currently a pole sitter. We'll see if anyone's able to knock him down with a minute and a half remaining. As we take a look at Jim Westerfield coming on the track for his qualifying attempt. David Wright getting a little loose coming off of turn 4. That's going to hurt his qualifying attempt. We'll see if he'll be able to rebound on his second lap as he's down the back straight. Currently 21st. He's loose again off of 4. He's not going to be able to get a top 10. So we see Ted Emmenheiser. He's going to start in the back of the pack. It looks like the rest of the drivers remaining will all be starting in the back. His teammate Cody Gasky. Let's see if Andrew York, he just crossed the line. And there's Austin Collins with 10 seconds left. We'll see if he'll be able to get to the line. Looks like he will not, and 32nd for the 98 truck. So let's see if we can bring in our pole sitter. Once they take the grid, we'll be able to pull him in. Steven Sims, if we can get a good view of his truck. There it is. Let's see if we can grab him and talk to him real quick. Hey, Steven Sims, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've been on quite a tear lately in the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series. You performed very well last night in the Grand National Series All-Star event, and here you are starting on pole. 100 laps on this 1.5 mile track. As the sun sets and it becomes night, how do you expect the truck to handle?
Starting out, first 3 laps is really loose, but after that, it's just going to be about saving tires. It swings to the tight side after that, but hopefully you should have a good night tonight.
Absolutely. The guy starting to your outside, Corey Sherman, he looks pretty fast. Out of what you've seen in practice, who are you most worried about possibly beating you tonight?
You never really know with these things, so you don't really know whose practice times are going to correlate to how good they are on the race and saving tires, but Jarrett Rogers looked pretty quick, and of course everybody starting in the top 5 is quick, so we'll see.
Alrighty, well, as you roll off here, we're going to let you go. Good luck tonight, and hopefully we talk to you at the end.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you.
As a pole sitter, Steven Sims, as we go through the rest of the field, Corey Sherman, as mentioned, starts alongside him. Mitchell Briggs in the 69 will start 3rd. Jarrett Rogers outside of him in 4th. Rounding out the top 5 will be Cyrus Jackson. He's been doing very well. He just hasn't been able to put a full race together. We'll see if tonight's the night for Cyrus Jackson. Rounding out the top 10 will be Doug Lockrow in the 37 and Adam Vasella in the 58. As we go down the rest of the list, we're gonna get ready to go racing here at Charlotte. Pace truck is off. We're getting ready to go green. Steven Sims leads him to the line. A great restart for the 45 truck. Mitchell Briggs alongside him. He's going to be able to take second as they head down into turn number 1. 33 trucks start tonight's event as they dive it down through turn 1 and 2. Mitchell Briggs, Steven Sims pulling away from the pack. Siderius Jackson, he's making a move up to third. And a wreck behind him, big wreck. You see one truck flying, that's the 44 Dakota Wilkins. Let's see if we can get a view of what happened. On board with the 02 of Josh Mayu. They enter turn 3, this is where it all went south. Looks like the 58 of Adam Cassell gets into the back of the 44 of Dakota Wilkins. And mayhem ensued from there. As you see the 44 just flying through the air. Let's see if we can get a good look at that from his cockpit. On board with the 44 Dakota Wilkins, and this is from the start of the race. There he is, he gets hit, and then he gets launched. You see a little net code there. Car's popping back up on screen, and his day looks to be over with. As a lot of drivers caught up in that one. You see many of them still on pit lane. Richard Springer, 60 seconds and counting. As the field double files up, we're gonna get ready to go racing once again. Pace truck full, duck off. Steven Sims with a great restart. Mitchell Briggs in second. Cyrus Jackson third. Corey Sherman stopped back to fourth after starting second. We'll see if they'll be able to make it through turn 3s and 4 this time. Mitchell Briggs taking the lead, and he's pulling away. Cyrus Jackson now going to look to the inside. I don't know if he'll make his move just yet. Not enough momentum. We'll see if he'll be able to do something through his turn number 1. Oh, into the wall hard as the 85. A lot of damage to his machine. The 45 as well. See if we can see that one more time. I'm gonna go on board with Cyrus Jackson. We're able to see through this whole lap, he just had such a run and he was gaining on Steven Sims. Then coming off of turn number 4, Steven Sims into the wall. The 85 just nowhere to go. That opened the door for Mitchell Briggs. 2 seconds is his lead while these two still battle for the second position. Craig Meyer in the 25 right behind him. Oh, another check up there with Steven Sims. This is going to end badly with the whole wad of cars right behind him. And a caution is out. Not quite sure who it is on. See a bunch of cars moving, but we don't exactly see what's going on. Maybe Ted Emenizer's the answer. That would not be correct. Still looking through to see if we can find that answer. Uh, 66, Dominic Mangione has a lot of damage. Let's see if we can... Yeah, there he is. He's slow. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened. Through turns 3 and 4. It looks like Andrew York got into him as the 66. It looks like he was coming down the track. And then Cody Gaskin in the 27 ends up turning him, and then we lose him through the iRacing. So if we can return back to the front. Mitchell Briggs, your leader. Cyrus Jackson with a lot of nose damage. He's staying out, and he's in second. He must not think he has a whole lot of damage to stay out like that. And then Scott Gaskell in the 11. He's in top 3 position. 10 laps complete of 100. Second caution of the night. Pace lights are still on. Should be 1 to go next time by. Let's see if we can pull in Siderius Jackson for a quick interview. Hey Siderius, this is broadcast booth. You have a copy? Well, sir, we saw coming off of turn 4, Stevenson slammed into the wall and you just had nowhere to go. Looks like you got a bit of nose damage, but we all saw that you have not pitted. How's the truck feel, and do you think there's any major damage concerning your engine?
I wasn't sure how much damage I have because from the cockpit view it doesn't show no really damage bubble or anything like that, but it seems like the speed is fine so far, but I don't know until I go on payroll and see how much damage I really have.
Alrighty, well, we're double filing up here, so we're going to let you go. Good luck out there, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Quick word with the 85 of Siderius Jackson. Let's see if we can get a closer look at just how much damage is being shown. As you see right there, you can see that right front tire pretty well. The whole nose is crinkled all the way from the left to the right side. Maybe it's just an iRacing glitch, and maybe he doesn't have a whole lot of damage. As he said, he'll find out once he does decide to pit how much damage he has. And on this restart, we'll be really able to tell if he's down on any power, if he's able to stay up inside the top 2. Pace goes off. Mitchell Briggs with a great restart, and you can see right there the 58 all over the back bumper of the 85. Siderius did not have that great of a restart. The 58 going to duck to the inside of the 85 to get around him. Greg Meyer able to get around the 85 as well. The top 5 single file out pretty quickly. Coming back just a little more, you see the 82 Jared Gordon. 32 Terrence Sine going to the inside of him. Oh, and another wreck in the back. Big pileup. Looks like 6 trucks involved. Let's see what happened here. Looks like the 37 just got loose, and then it caused the whole track to clog up. And multiple people involved. Let's see if we can get a cockpit view from Brent Kincott. Kincott's on the brakes and he gets slammed from behind. That's how he ended up involved. Let's see if we can go with the 35 of Jim Marshfield on board. You see it happening in front of him. And he ended up getting clipped. Almost made it through there, just ended up getting hit, and that's how he's involved. So not looking the greatest for these guys starting off tonight. Hopefully they'll be able to calm down a little and get things under control. While these guys are under caution, I'll be right back. We'll stay live with the feed and see where these drivers come out via pit-stops. And we're back, sorry about that. As the field continues to pace around. Adam Purcell is your race leader, Craig Meyer in second, David Wright shown in the third position, Terrence Sinay fourth, and David Lindahl currently rounding out the top five. Pace lights are out on the truck. They're double following up for a restart on lap number 20. Several drivers still on pit lane repairing their damage as base truck ducks off. Adam Purcell will be the man to lead him to the line for this restart. And off they go. Adam Purcell leads him. Craig Meyer gonna fall in line in second. David Wright third. David Lindahl in the fourth position. Top 5 single filed out. Slow truck, the 82. He was slow on that restart. Looks like everyone's able to get around him. Not quite sure what's wrong with the 82, but he's being passed by everybody. There's the 69 of Mr. Briggs, who was leading early in this one. He's way back in the back. Battle for second heats up. So as we have a bit of a green flag run forming here. Greg Meyer really starting to put the pressure on the of Adam Silk. Taking an updated look at the 85 of Saliers Jackson, who had that front end damage earlier. He's currently hanging on to the 8th position. But it's the battle of the lead we're going to focus on now, as Craig Meyer all over the back bumper of Adam Silk. He was for the meantime, but got a little bit loose through the water. '98 of Austin Collins, he's now in the top 5 after starting way back in the back of this race. Taking a look at our pole sitter Steven Sims, he's currently in 15th after being caught up, smacking the outside wall off of turn 4 earlier. The battle for second heats up as David Wright to the inside of 25, gave him a little bump there at the start finish. Looks like he'll be able to clear him off of turn 2. David Lindahl will now have his look for third. He'll be able to take it. As Craig Meyer falls back, we'll see if David Wright is able to do anything. To the inside, David Wright. Side by side down the back with Adam Purcell down into turn 3. Who will have the advantage? At the line, it was David Wright by about a nose. He's now able to clear him. David Lindahl going to look to take second. He will be able to do so. Austin Collins takes third as well. And now it's David Lindahl, who might have a opportunity to get around the 42. Collins to the outside. Collins making it work on that outside. He's able to get around the 88 of David Lindahl. Lap car Brent Kincott getting out of the way for the race leaders. Scott Gaskell making his presence felt. He's in fourth, looking for third over David Lindahl. Ted Emmon, as he's staying high, let the lead lap traffic go by. David Wright has a just over half-second advantage over the 98 of Oscar Collins. Great green flag run we have going on as we're approaching the halfway point. David Wright, your leader, Austin Collins second. David Lindahl, shown on your screen, is third. Scott Gaskell in the 11th, fourth, and Adam Purcell, who restarted this restart in the lead, is all the way back to the 5th position. Craig Meyer a little ways back, he's in 6th, and Cyrus Jackson, nose damage and all, he's currently in 8th, or 7th, excuse me. Dustin Eichert in that 7 truck is in 8th. For the lead, almost through the grass, the 98 truck, that was close with the lap traffic. He's able to get to the inside. David Wright now going to drop back to the third position with David Lindahl. Scott Gasco might be able to get his nose to the inside. Looks like he will. And that's going to drop David Wright all the way back to fourth. Austin Collins is just pulling away now, half-second gap to the 88 David Lindahl. Should expect to see some green flag pit stops soon. These drivers will not be able to make it on the current tank of gas they have. Just past the halfway mark, I expect around lap 60 to 65 they'll start to pit. Scott Gaskell got to the back bumper of Austin Collins, but it looks like he's fading a little bit as the green flag pit stops have begun. You saw the 42 of David Wright on. The 88 of David Lindahl is now on. Jared Gordon just completed his pit stop. Scott Gaskell really trying to get around the 98 of Austin Collins. As it's these two by almost 8 seconds. Got to go all the way back to the 85 of Cyrus Jackson to find third place. 9 drivers have yet to pit under this green flag cycle. You see the 58 of Adam Purcell, who has pitted, get right up around the 85 of Cyrus Jackson. As the leader works around lap traffic, Daniel Holloway in the 26 has come down to pit. The 11 of Scott Gaskell has come down. That leaves Austin Collins with a major gap to Cyrus Jackson, almost 9 seconds. Here comes the leader, Austin Collins to pit. If Cyrus Jackson stays out, he will take over the race lead. Looks like he will, so Cyrus Jackson will be your race leader. 65 laps complete. There goes Scott Gaskell to get his lap back, passing race leader Cyrus Jackson. It's going to be a race between Gaskell and Austin Collins. You see Austin Collins there, so Scott Gaskell passed the 98, and with quite an advantage too. About half a back straightaway is the difference between Scott Gaskell and Austin Collins, which would be for the race lead once all the other drivers pit. Oh, contact there with the 10 of Rod Fosner. I don't think that did a lot of damage to the 11. He should be okay. He does have some right front damage. Let's see if we can see what all happened. Looks like that damage did happen off of turn number 4. There's the contact right up into the wall. Back to live. He's going to be able to get around him. Let's go to a real chase camera. You can see the 98 right behind him and gaining fast. Big maneuver, evasive maneuver to get around the lap traffic. Austin Collins to the lead. Austin Collins gets around the 69 truck of Mitchell Briggs, who's in the 16th position. Around the 27 Cody Gatsky and the 45 of race pole sitter Stevenson. David Lindahl able to get around the 58 for the race lead. Going to be beginning the 25 to go lap 75. Dave Lindahl, your leader. Driver to watch out for will be the 98 of Austin Collins, who's on 10 lap fresher tires than these leaders. Will he have enough time to close the gap from fourth with 25 to go to win this race? Kyle Gaskill is back down pit lane. Almost 2 minutes in. A lot of damage to his machine. Dave Lindahl now is second over the 58 of Adam Purcell. David Wright currently in that third place position. He's about a second behind Adam Purcell. And then go back about another second, you'll find Austin Collins in the 98. Craig Meyer currently in the top 5 position in 5th. As you see 6'9" Mitchell Briggs to the inside of him. Mitchell Briggs a lap down. This is not for position. 20 to go for David Lindahl, who looks to get his first career win in Dynasty Racing League. Laps are winding down. Will Austin Collins have enough time? You see him gaining ever so slightly. Under 2 seconds now is the gap to David Lindahl. Looking at the last lap times, Austin Collins was 2/10 faster than David Lindahl as he gets around Adam Purcell. As these laps wind down, we'll keep an eye on Austin Collins, see if he'll be able to catch and then past the 88 of David Lindahl. This should be for the race win should a caution not come out. After a messy beginning of the race, these guys have calmed down quite a bit, and we've been green ever since about lap 25. Ten laps to go. Austin Collins is gaining ever so slightly. Last lap he was about a tenth faster than David Lindahl. At this rate he would be with him coming to the white flag. The question is, will he be able to pass him? "33 trucks started tonight's race. 9 are currently on the lead lap. 9 are 1 lap down, and the rest have been caught up in an accident at the beginning of the race and multiple laps down or retired from tonight's event. Less than half a second's the gap. Going to be 6 laps to go at the line. I can only imagine what's going through David Lindahl's head right now. On the verge of a first career win in Dynasty Racing League at arguably one of the biggest tracks on the NASCAR circuit, Charlotte Motor Speedway. He's close again. A little bit of a wiggle there coming off of turn 4. That is not what Austin Collins wants to do right now. 5 to go. That hurt him slightly. He's back to 3/10. Trying to look to the outside. 4 laps to go. Trying to make that outside work. Going to be the white flag at the line. If no caution comes out between now and the start finish line, this race will end under green. Austin Collins really making that outside line work. David Lindahl going to try to give it all he can to the inside. Side by side at the start finish line. 1 to go. Still side by side. Down the back straightaway. It's David Lindahl, Austin Collins. Who's going to pick up the win? Still neck and neck coming off of turn 4. It's going to be a photo finish. At the start finish line, it is Austin Collins by a nose. Wow. Can we get a freeze frame of that finish? See if we can do this really quickly at the start finish line. Wow, that is the finish, folks. What an amazing race, what an amazing finish. 3/1000ths of a second. We're going to give the top 2 finishers a chance to cool down after that, so we're going to talk to our 3rd place finisher, Adam Purcell. Hey, Adam Purcell, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm sure you didn't see that photo finish we had. Be sure to check it out after this interview. But heck of a race you had put on. Coming home with the top 3 finish has to feel pretty good after starting 10th. A little bit of a messy beginning for this race, but you guys cleaned up and had a heck of a green flag run to the end.
Yeah, I feel really bad for Dakota and anyone else that was involved in that wreck around on lap 1. I just didn't expect Dakota to end up lifting so early because I was driving it in deep throughout the whole race. But as I was coming out on exit, I didn't even realize Dakota wasn't even in the gas completely yet, and I just accidentally hit him. I just feel bad for everyone that I got caught up in that wreck. But I came on 3rd after starting 10th and getting knocked back to probably, I don't know, the 30s, somewhere around. Back up to the front.
Yeah, you got to lead some laps as well. If there was a late race caution, do you think you would have had something for the 98 and the 88?
I feel like I was faster than the 88, but Austin was just class of the field the whole race. He pitted 10 laps after all of us during that whole green flag pit stop, and he still was able to catch us back down and end up winning the race. So I don't think I would have had anything for Austin unless he stayed out and I came into pit. But I had a feeling Austin was going to win this. He won this thing last year. He's just amazing at this track. I didn't really think I had anything for him, but it's a nice win.
Yeah, he didn't win it by much. According to scoring, it was 3/1000ths of a second between him and David Lindahl.
Yeah, I sitting back in third. I wasn't second, and I saw Austin coming up behind me, and I'm like, I'm good friends with Austin. I just thought it'd be best just to get out of his way, let him run. He was faster. I don't know why I should have held him up. I bet if I held him up, Lindahl would have won, but it is what it is. Third place. I'm coming home with a third place finish at my worst track possible. I'm happy with it.
Absolutely, a great points night. Before we let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give out?
Just for you guys, everyone that's over in the broadcast booth, like David Wellborn, Rod Fosnall, everyone that's ever in there, especially you, JP, for running this league and for all these broadcasts.
Appreciate the kind words. Congrats on your top 3 finish, Adam, and we look forward to seeing you at the next race.
Thank you. Have a good night.
That was our 3rd place finisher, Adam Purcell. Let's see if we can pull in 2nd place finisher, David Lindahl. I'm sure he has to be heartbroken being 3/1000ths of a second away from his first career victory in Dynasty Racing League. Let's see if we can pull him in. Hey, David Lindahl, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, man, I'm sure you got a little bit of a heartbroken going on. 3/1000ths of a second from your first career win in Dynasty Racing League and locking yourself into the playoffs.
Yeah, I saw that. My heart's still racing a million miles an hour. I didn't realize it was going to be that close. I thought Austin was significantly faster than me and that he passed me with time to go. But I guess he burned his tires off too quickly, and I was able to hold him off until that last lap.
Yeah, I believe it was the final 2 laps. You guys were literally side by side around the whole racetrack, and it came down to a photo finish. You did a phenomenal job holding him off. If there had been a late race caution and the field restacked, do you think you would have been able to do the same and hold off the 98, or you think he might have been able to run away if there was a late race restack?
I think it would depend on if I started in the lead or not. If I started in the lead, I think I could have gotten a good enough jump to hold him off for a couple of laps. But on fresh tires, he was definitely faster than me.
Well, it started all the way back in 18th. A heck of a finish for you. Great points tonight. You've been faster and faster each and every week. I definitely see a win coming in your near future.
I sure hope so. This was so much fun tonight. Running up front is adrenaline racing. I can only imagine how much fun a win's gonna be.
Absolutely, and we're looking forward to seeing when that day should come. Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give out before we let you go?
Yeah, I want to thank you and all the operators of DRL. This is the funnest league that I race in. I also want to shout out my parents. I know they're watching on the broadcast. And thank you for putting on this race.
I'm sure you'll be getting a couple phone calls from your parents after watching that one. But great race tonight, a fantastic finish, and looking forward to seeing you at our next race.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And let's talk to the man who won the race by only 3/1000ths of a second, Austin Collins, if we can pull him in here. Hey, Austin Collins, you got a copy? This is the booth.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, man, you started all the way back at 32nd. You had to chase down the leader with about 20 to go on 10-lap fresh tires, and you managed to win by 3/1000ths of a second. Walk us through the end.
Well, I'll start off at the beginning. So, there for qualifying, I ended up having power issues. My power went out, so I missed qualifying, so I had to start in the back. And then we had all those wrecks at the beginning, and I had a real, I don't know if y'all caught that on stream, but I had a real lucky lag spike, and I blinked out, and the whole entire field crashed right in front of me coming off of 2 there. So I kind of got a little gift for that one, but yeah, I ended up just trying to save tires that first run, got to the lead, led a bit, and then those green flag pit stops came up, and I came out, and I didn't think I'd be 8 seconds behind, but I know I left a lot on the table there on my entry, and so I didn't think it was that much, but ended up getting there, and once I got there, I didn't expect the outside to actually work for me. But the way he was driving, that was all he was going to give me. So I just took what I had and made it work.
Yeah, like I was telling David, I think you guys were side by side for the last 2 or 3 laps, and you guys did a phenomenal job keeping it clean all the way to the end. Um, just a heck of a way to win, that's for sure, at arguably the biggest race on the NASCAR circuit at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is your first win of the year, so this will lock you into the playoffs, so that has to be quite a relief.
Oh yeah, going back to back at Charlotte, or technically not back to back, but back to back in this event at least. Here at Charlotte, I don't know what it is about this place, but I guess I'm decent here. I don't know, but yeah, actually getting that first win after choking away like 3 or 4 wins this year already feels great.
Absolutely does, and I think the 10th different winner of the year, so a lot of variety, a lot of talent in this truck series.
Oh yeah, a lot of guys really improved this year. Like it's crazy. Skill in the truck series right now is anybody can come out here and win any week. It's fun. I'll tell you that it is fun.
Yeah, unfortunate for those couple of big wrecks in the beginning, but you guys have been relatively clean all season long. I'm sure that'll get back to normal at our next race. But before we let you go, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give out?
Yeah, shout out to you for putting on the league and doing the broadcast. You do a great job at this. I don't know if anybody tells you this, but or obviously they do. I see it. I see it on the stream. They tell you. But you do a phenomenal job at this. Shout out to my teammates. Right now, still only got Jarrett racing with us, but we got some others that hopefully make their way in here. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, Austin, congrats on your win. A heck of a finish. That might be the closest finish in the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series history. Definitely going to have to frame that one on the wall. But congrats again. Definitely takes a lot of pressure off your shoulders for the remainder of the regular season, and we look forward to seeing you at our next race.
Yep. Take care, man.
That was your race winner, Austin Collins. Let's see if ATVO will work for me and we can get through our unofficial results. Here's our top 10. Austin Collins, 20 laps led. David Lindahl, second, 26 laps led. Adam Purcell finishing third, 19 laps led. David Wright, he had a great race going. It's a top 5 finish with 14 laps led. Cydarius Jackson, he got caught up when Steven Sims hit that outside wall off of turn 4 early in this race, and he brings home a 5th place finish, 4 laps led, a great finish for the 85 truck. Craig Meyer comes home 6th, Justin Eichen 7th, Cody Barber 1 lap led, coming home 8th, Jim Westfield 9th, hadn't really mentioned him tonight, and Andrew York rounds out the top 10. '11th goes to Mitchell Briggs in the 69 truck. 12th, Dustin Jones. 13th, Ronnie Outlaw. 14th, Jared Gordon. 15th, Richard Springer. 16th, Rod Fosnar. 17th is Steven Sims. Cody Gasky, 18th. Patrick Cowgill, 19th. Ted Emmenheiser, 20th. ATVO is acting up a little bit. My apologies. We'll see if we can get the rest of the field shown. Otherwise, I'll just verbally say 21st goes to Brent Kincott, Daniel Holloway 22nd, 23rd Scott Gaskell, 24th Dominic Mangione, 25th goes to Terrence Sinay, 26th Corey Sherman, 27th Garrett Rogers, 28th goes to Doug Lockrow, Marvin Wingfield, comes home 29th. 30th, Dakota Wilkins. 31st, Adam Free. Ronald Sherline comes home 32nd. And 33rd is Josh Mayhew in the 02 truck. Several of those drivers got caught up in the lap 1 incident. Looking forward to seeing what they can do next week. Josh Mayhew, he was going to be a contender tonight. Unfortunately, he was caught up in that incident. But let's see if we can take a look at our next broadcast on DRL TV. That'll be the Charlotte 225 on Monday, May 25th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 150 laps for the Dynasty Racing League Grand National Series. Be sure to tune in. Should be a great race. Several of the Truck Series drivers will also be here. And then the next race for the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series will be at Kansas Speedway Tuesday, June 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 100 laps on the 1.5 mile cookie cutter track. Be sure to tune in for that. And we'd like to say a quick thank you to everybody that makes Dynasty Racing League possible. James Pandoff, Martin Wenzel, and Jordan Gonzalez for graphics and technical support. Thank you to the broadcasters, David Warborn Jr., James Pandoff, Rod Fosner, Ben Izenga, who's joined us in the Truck Series booth. And thank you to all of our special guests we've had. Thank you to the race controllers, Dakota Wilkins, Jeremy Hebel, James Pandoff, Mike Springer, Richard Springer, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who's been doing Truck Series as of late. Thank you to the other drivers who have helped us, like Doug Lockrow, David Wright. And as we take a look at our point standings, this was prior to tonight's event. Steven Sims was the points leader with a win. Dakota Wilkins second with a win. The drivers you see in yellow have wins. They'll be locked into the playoffs if they can maintain all the requirements. You see Richard Springer has 3 wins on the season. Jarrett Rogers in 10th with a win, and Corey Sherman has a win. Austin Collins, who was in that 8th position, will now have a win. You'll see his name in yellow next week. Daniel Holloway is the first driver in the points without a win, who's currently in 3rd. Patrick Cowgill 4th, and David Lindahl rounds out the top 5 of the standings. Thank you to everybody for tuning in to DRL TV for the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series race at Charlotte. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Have a great night, everybody.